Are you serious? Oh,
Hey there, TJ. Can you hear me?
turn it off.
game. The Dukes are tied with the Glenbard West Hilltoppers at 7, and so far the Dukes are at the 45-yard line marching down the field.
Dukes are now having a punt on a 4th down and 3. Regular punter Brennan Kennedy out tonight. And he boots it away, and Glenbard West is just going to let the ball bounce. And it's a great punt, and it's down at the 5-yard line.
Demali, who's been punting, normally plays defensive end, has been punting with the special teams in practice all week after Brennan Kennedy has been ruled out with a concussion. And he's looked great so far in 2 punts for the Dukes.
Hilltoppers are now coming out of their own 5-yard line, trying to put together a scoring drive to put them up right before halftime. First drive of the game, they were able to go down the field and score a touchdown. Second drive, nothing. Quarterback's now giving directions to his tight end out right. In motion, quarterback takes the sneak, and the defense is able to stop him for only a short gain of 3.
Yeah, you see a design run there for the Hilltoppers, and the Dukes linebacker core is able to read it perfectly and make the stop after he picks up about 2 or 3 yards. Unusual sight here for the Dukes defensive line. Number 19 wide receiver Caden Rule has been starting, not on the field right now, but he's gotten the rare start. Normally plays a wide receiver here for the Dukes, but due to injury, he's been called up and asked to play on the defensive line.
Quarterback's under center, in motion again. Flags are coming out onto the field. Refs are now discussing on what the call on the field is. And the refs are going to call a false start on the offense. So that will push the offense for the Hilltoppers half the distance to the goal line from where they originally were. So they'll make it a 2nd and 9 to go. 2:55 left in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, that penalty is brutal right there for the Hilltoppers. That just resets all the progress they've put together so far.
Quarterback back under center. In motion again. Looks like they're going back to the same play they were trying to run beforehand. And the Dukes are ready for it on that one. Only getting 2 yards there is the wide receiver.
And you see Jimmy Connors also getting a little action there on defense as well as starting at running back. And he's going to be able to make the tackle there as it's 3rd and 7 here for the Hilltoppers. Last time these two teams met as freshmen, the Hilltoppers unfortunately won in a blowout victory against the Dukes. The Dukes hoping to change the narrative here in year 2 at the respective high schools.
Stepping back, quarterback out scrambles, gets past 2 defenders, breaks through, and brings it up to the 20-yard line. Joey Griffin was able to snap an ankle or 2 on that one, getting outside the pocket after getting pressured. Able to turn a loss into a 10-yard gain for the Hilltoppers and a 1st down. Now spotted at the 21-yard line as the clock is continuously winding down here, going under 2 minutes.
Yeah, and I really like that run there by the quarterback for the Hilltoppers. I mean, he saw the pocket collapse, and instead of trying to force the ball into double coverage, he was able to use his legs and pick up the 1st down and more.
Now back, it's Griffin. Rolling out to his left. And a huge swarm of Dukes is there to bring him down for no gain on the play.
Yeah, and you see Griffin there, this time trying to pass, but unfortunately he didn't have an open receiver downfield, and this time he gets tackled for a loss, and it's going to be 2nd down here for the Hilltoppers.
Clock's now winding down towards 1 minute. Hilltoppers are looking for a big play to get them hopefully into field goal range for them. They are taking a lot of time off the clock, though, in between plays, looking over the sideline to get their play call. Running back in motion, pitch out to the left side. Having gone there to hit him first as the rest of the Dukes are there to swarm tackle him for only a gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, it's going to look like number 17 there. Finton Helm leading the charge there for the Dukes to make the tackle. Helm caught the touchdown pass from Massel earlier in the game to put the Dukes on the board. 43 seconds and counting left for the Hilltoppers as they have got to make something quick. But, TJ, would you be surprised if they just ran the clock out and walked into halftime?
No, I wouldn't really be surprised here as they have a fake handoff. He rolls out, throws it away, and it's incomplete. Now bringing up 4th down, probably just going to punt it, send it into the locker rooms so that the Dukes don't get another opportunity to put points up on the board. And the punting unit is now coming out for Glenbard West.
And that's a good job by the defense to limit the damage, keep the game tied as the clock winds down into the half. And I mean, I've been really impressed by the Dukes. The Dukes are banged up here. They're without key players like linebacker Mondo Martinelli, starting offensive tackle Dino Majoros, and then obviously star kicker and defensive end Brennan Kennedy, as well as their #1 wide receiver Hayden Alexander, who was shut down for the season after breaking his wrist at LT last week. But I felt like they held their own against a team that is really good.
And the punt's out deep. Birnbaum's just going to let it flow. Nope, he's going to pick it up, break one kid's ankles, throw another to the ground, and step out at the 43-yard line. Now 17 seconds left in the first half. I would assume that they're just going to come out and kneel the ball down and go into the locker rooms.
Yeah, looks like it's probably going to be one of the last, if not the last plays of the half, as the offense meets in a huddle for a quick couple seconds as they're going to go march onto the field as this half is about to come to a close.
I would assume either a kneel down or a deep pass here, trying to get just a huge play to get a touchdown here, or possibly in the field goal range to call a quick timeout. They're going to run it to Sika, and he's going to go nowhere for a loss of 2. And the Dukes are just going to let the clock run out, and that will bring us to halftime.
And yeah, so far, TJ, I don't know about you, but I've been pretty impressed with both teams in the first half as we have an injured Hilltopper.
No, don't show the injury. Do not show the injury.
As injured Hilltopper there. Very unfortunate sight to see. But back to what I was saying, we've seen two great teams already start to go at it in the first half. A low-scoring affair. What do you think the Dukes need to do to become victorious in this matchup against the Hilltoppers?
I think they still need to keep playing great defense like they have been so far. First drive of the game, the Hilltoppers marched down the field quite easily to put up points. But these last 2 possessions that they've had, the Dukes have been able to shut them down. On the offensive side of the ball, the Hilltoppers are getting a lot of pressure in on Massel and just their running backs in general, so they're not having much room to operate, and a lot of pressure on Bruno, so that I feel like that offensive line needs to do a better job holding their blocks so that they can have more room to run and give Bruno some time to look for a deep pass downfield.
Yeah, and I mean the run game, a focal part of this offense, so if the run game can't get started, the Dukes are going to be faced with a huge challenge of doing something they don't normally do, passing the ball a lot, as there's still 6 seconds left in the half, so this Dukes offense is going to have to come out for one more play. As you see, the sidelines are running to the end zone, behind the end zone where they meet for their halftime discussion.
And the clock's just going to run out. They're not going to charge the Hilltoppers for a timeout. And now our first half is over, and the Dukes and Hilltoppers are both tied here at 7.
Yeah, it's been a good first half, TJ, and I mean, back to what we were saying, key points. Another key point for me is this defense and special teams has been such an important piece for the Dukes in their first 5 games. Obviously, last week wasn't the result they were looking for, but if they can keep this up, I am confident that they will be able to walk away with the victory as long as the offense is able to keep up.
And as the halftime is now happening, we will both take a break and we will be back shortly. I'm TJ Silkaitis.
And I'm Connor Choi signing off for YSN. 7-7 tie game. Hilltoppers at Clarence D. East Field. We will be back shortly.
question. What does an earth can do? It's just huh? It looks sick, dude.
Let's hear it for our JV Toms team.
Where'd Lonnie go? Shepard. Lonergan doesn't come back up. Me and Christian are in the third quarter. Then you leave.
All right, everybody. Turn that down a little bit, thank you. All right, everybody hopping on the mic. Jack Lonergan with.
I'm Shepard Planman.
Hopping in for this third quarter of football. Now getting ready. Very excited here.
We apologize for the technical difficulties here showing up in the third quarter. It was pretty difficult. Then the tech man, Jack Borchers, showed up and saved the day. So
as always.
Very thankful for Jack Borchers.
Department has requested everyone to follow all parking regulations on side streets during football games.
Hello. Okay, that's me.
Okay.
Am I too? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, kickoff coming up here for York. Glenbard West will be receiving the kick here to start off the second half of football.
7-7, 10 minutes.
Quinlan Hughes with the kick. Lands at about the 20-yard line, received. Brought out to the left and down at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, this is a pretty personal game here. Two big teams. 5-0, I believe, or 5-0, right? Not
4-1 for us.
4-1
for us.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I was thinking of varsity. That too, very personal. A lot of heated hits here. Yeah, we've had some unsportsmanlike conduct here already in the game.
Yep, some taunting.
Yeah, not surprised actually.
And Glenbard West will take the ball at the 35-yard line, taking it, snap, pitch to the right. Number 7 finds a hole. A lot of green grass up ahead for him, stumbling and eventually falls at the 45-yard line. And the Hilltoppers are in Duke's territory.
Yeah, that was really well done by the offensive line there. They pushed all of our York buddies back, and they pretty unstoppable on that play.
Yeah, offensive line looked good there, pushing those defensive ends and defensive tackles, making a lot of room for that running back. Again, handed off, and a lot of people come together to make that tackle down around the 41, 42-yard line.
Number 20, Bo Grimmin.
Currently tied 7-7, 3 timeouts left. This is going to be this might be one of the hardest games of the year we have here.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to be a tough game for the Dukes. You know, last week took a tough loss against Lyons Township. Only lost by 1 as a pitch to the left to number 7, wrapped up and taken down at the 39-yard line.
Number 7.
Evan gone with the tackle there, Mike linebacker. Big man, scary.
Yep. Evan Gunn's, you know, a really key player to this Dukes defense here, making a lot of key plays for them.
Yeah, along with Jack Hart and Aiden Belize by his right and left-hand side.
Hunter Aquino, man in the middle there for the Dukes. Big third down here, 3rd and 4. Dukes looking to make a stop here, get that ball right back. Little handoff, misdirection there to 33, and it looks like he's going to go all the way. Eddie Sika trying to make a stop here. He will roll. Touchdown for the Hilltoppers, you know. Tough break there for the Dukes.
Yeah, really well done by that offensive line again. I mean, very deceptive as they send a motion on the left side, coming to the quarterback, and then they sneak that other guy right up the middle there. Really well done.
Yep, great work there by the offensive line, just making holes. Found the gap there and just did not stop running, and eventually found the end zone. A lot of green grass there for him.
Defensive line's got to step it up a little bit here. Here we go.
And the PAT is up, and it is good. The Hilltoppers will take a 7-point lead, 14-7.
Counts for all 7 points of that score for Glenbard West.
We got some really big injuries here for the Dukes. You know, we're missing a lot of players. Linebacker Mondo Martinelli out with a broken or fractured collarbone. Big loss for them out there. Along with offensive lineman Dino Majuris, a captain. That's a big loss for them. And, you know, we got a lot of second stringers coming in to fill their spots here. Left tackle Matthew Hamblin coming in.
Coming back after a big injury in the first week in the scrimmage
Yeah,
here.
he's been out for a while, and he's eventually back, and now he's got that starting spot. Also, Juan Lopez, 66, getting that spot out there. Hoping to prove himself out there. Also, one of the biggest injuries out there, Brendan Kennedy, who plays almost everywhere, is out with I believe, a concussion.
Yes, he's been out for a little while. He's ranked number 88 nationally, I believe. If it's national or state, I think it's national. But, yeah, big play there. And then Hayden Alexander, wide receiver, really good wide receiver.
I believe a wrist injury or arm injury.
I broke his wrist.
Yeah, tough loss for them at that receiver spot. one less target for Bruno Massel to throw to. As the Hilltoppers kick it off, a little short line drive there, picked up by Ben Aguilera, trying to bounce out to the right, but won't go anywhere there, taken out down up at the 29-yard line.
Flags thrown here, 3 flags thrown actually, wow.
Let's see what the call is. Refs coming together, looking to make a call here.
Hilltoppers politely pick up the flags and they're asked to put them back down.
Duke's coming into a huddle here, looking to see what they can do on offense here, hoping to strike back and tie this ball game back up. And let's see what they call. Calls on the receiving team on the Dukes. Little face mask there on, face mask on Glenbard West, but the penalty's offset. So we will still have possession.
First down, Dukes.
At, where are we taking it here? We're going to re-kick.
Oh,
yeah,
re-kick.
Since the penalty's offset, we will be redoing the kickoff here.
Yep.
Birnbaum and Eddie Sika back deep, but Ben Aguilera's taken the past couple kickoffs as these kicks have been very short. Kind of squib kicks, line drive. See what happens here.
Yeah, we're supposed to have 7,500 people here tonight. Supposedly, we got some other stands over here in the western.
Yeah, it looks like some extra stands out here, and everything. You know, the stands are already starting to fill up. We got a decent crowd out here for the sophomore game, and even the away section looks pretty packed as of now. Hopefully that varsity game is one to remember. Hopefully a really good game there, as Glenbard West kicks it off yet again. Similar thing. Ben Aguilera takes it again, trying to bounce out. Gets hit and wrapped up, taken down at about the 30. Basically same field position as last time.
Yeah, hit the same guy twice. It's kind of rare.
Tackle made by number 9, Cole Basket.
This Duke's offense coming out, looking to make a big drive here, tie this game up. See what we can do here, put together a good drive. Jimmy Connors out there, running back, one of the best players on this team, key player, makes a lot of huge plays to help us get the victories.
Tight end Finn Elman, line strong, pardon me.
Yep, he had that first touchdown of the game as Jimmy Connors runs up the middle and falls over the defender at about the 30 or 41 or 42 yard line.
8-yard gain. He was tackled by number 5, Julian.
Yeah, Jimmy Connors plowing right through up the middle right there, right up that A gap.
Yep, what he does best.
Jack, I'm going to turn on the crowd mic, okay?
Second and 2.
New play call here. See what they can do with it. Got 2 receivers out there with Fenton Helm looking to block here. And it's a keeper for Bruno Massel. And he's pushed back. Forward progress, though, so I believe they will get that first down.
Yeah, they held on to him a very long time out there.
Big run there for Bruno, moving the chains there. And let's see what we can do here.
Ball's on the 45-yard line.
First down.
Oh, another injury I forgot about. Teddy Arnett, that's center.
That's right.
Jack Bodek's out there. He was already a starter at the guard position, but filling in at center with Juan Lopez coming in at his spot. Snap taken. Bruno hands it off to Jimmy up the middle, fighting for yards. And looks to get a very solid gain there of about 9.
Pushes through traffic for a gain of 9 yards.
Another big run there, 9 yards there for Jimmy.
Yeah, really well done blocking there. They closed that end, and Jimmy ran right up the middle. No stopping him on that one.
Yep, making it a very manageable 2nd and 1 here for the Dukes. Hand it off again to Jimmy, trying to find some room here, and he will get that first down and a couple more there, bouncing off the defenders. Move the chains again for the Dukes.
He's running it right back, Jimmy Connors, over and over and over again. If he can do that every time, they're going to win the game.
Yep, he's really money out there, making some big runs almost every time. Very hard to take down there, Jimmy Connors.
Yeah. Really smart man there. He had, what, 5.0 GPA, 5.2 last year?
Very high GPA, very smart kid.
You just hit on for the crowd mic, Jack?
2-sport athlete, playing baseball as well, a catcher, great athlete. Bruno, back shotgun, takes the snap. It's a keeper. He'll try to fight for some yardage up the middle. Not a huge gain there.
Yeah, a lot of QB draws here, but Bruno's not the biggest guy, actually. He's a pretty small quarterback for a quarterback size.
Very solid, though, for a small quarterback, if you will.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Sorry if there's any technical difficulties. We are working on stuff behind the scenes. Yeah, we hear the crowd mic on here, too.
Duke's looking to make an audible here. Yep, making it audible, telling those offensive linemen what to do here, change the blocking assignment. Bruno back shotgun, and another QB draw. Bouncing out to the left, he's got room to run, and he will be wrapped up and taken out of bounds at the 30-yard line, moving the chains there for the Dukes.
Really well done, going on the outside, keeping it moving. O-line held their ends.
Yeah, well done there. First down, Dukes with some very manageable field position here. 5 minutes left in the third quarter, hoping to score and put together a successful drive here for the York Dukes. And up the middle, taken down.
Number 40, Jimmy
A couple of yards there for Jimmy.
He was stopped by number 34, August Alloway.
Wide receivers, Noah
Second and
Moskal,
7
number
for the
8,
Dukes.
and number 2.
Jack Birnbaum.
Jack Birnbaum's also out there. Is that our quarterback? Adam Yu, our other quarterback, second string quarterback out there, out wide.
Yep.
Looks like running 2 tight ends.
Yep.
Yeah. Line.
And another keeper for Bruno, bouncing out to the right. More room to run. Bouncing out 25-20 at about 10-yard line. Apologies. And a big gain there, moving the chains for the Dukes yet again.
Yeah, really well done. Everyone held their blocks in there. If we keep that going, we will be well done.
Yep. Very good there from the offensive line, even though there's a lot of replacements out there doing their job, holding their own out there.
Yeah, I believe they're running 2 tight ends, putting second string Adam Yu in the Ram position and Finn Helm in the Lion Yo.
And a little fumbled snap there. Bruno looks like he will hold on to it, but he will be wrapped up. And it looks like they will just go back to the line of scrimmage.
Little miscommunication there.
It'll be second
Little
down.
muff snap. Let's see what changes the Dukes will make here. Clock is still ticking. Clock winding down to 4 minutes here with a second down and 10 for the Dukes.
3 timeouts left for both teams. Looks like they're running trips left, tight end tight.
Two receivers out to the left, Noah Moskal and Jack Birnbaum. Another fumbled snap, but fired out to Fenton Helm and taken down for a loss by number 1 there. For a loss.
Past 2 plays have had multiple miscommunications there. That was really well read by the defense. Linebacker came out of nowhere. I believe that was the linebacker, and just hit him hard.
Yep.
Thank God he got rid of that ball, Bruno Moskal. Otherwise,
Yeah,
we would
could
have
have
had
been
some problems.
a tough loss there if he didn't hold on to that, but it will be a loss of 3 there for the Dukes. 4 receivers out there with the 2 tight ends. Bruno out shotgun. Flag is thrown, dumps it off to Jimmy. Stiff arms, and he's not going anywhere there. Let's see what the call is. Hopefully that can help the Dukes.
I'm still
False
shocked.
start on the Dukes.
I'm
is
still
the call.
shocked about that Adam Yu second string quarterback out there as a wide receiver position right there. I mean, blocking, what happens if he gets hurt? That's my question.
You got Jesse Ryburn out there.
Very good point, very good point.
QB 12. He's been working hard, seen those Instagram videos, working hard on and off the field.
Yeah, putting in that work.
I respect it.
Yeah, got to respect the hustle.
Dukes with a 4th and 12 here, trying to punch it in. They kept the offense out there, refuses to kick a field goal. Wants to tie this game up here. This is going to be a very big play here with 2 minutes, 45 seconds going in, and a timeout is called by the Dukes. See what changes they make here coming out of this huddle.
Yeah, we will be right back after this timeout.
All right, Duke's taking the field back. 4th and 12 here. Looking to punch it in. Refuses to kick here. Let's see what they can do here. Big play. The sophomore student section starting to fill up here.
Yeah, wow.
Trying to make some noise here.
All black theme tonight. Pretty scary.
Yep. And snap taken by Bruno. Pressure coming. Throws it. Fires across the Fenton. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Jack Birnbaum, and it's ruled incomplete.
There's a flag on the field.
I believe I saw.
Flag is thrown, though. Let's see what that can do here.
I thought I saw a PI shove in the back.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, Jack Birnbaum complaining about a PI shove in the back. That's what I saw.
That will be a big flag here for the Dukes, if that is the call. Adam Yu coming off the field here.
Pass interference on
Yep,
the
pass
defense.
interference.
Yep.
We will retain possession here. First down.
Half the distance to the goal, it's 4th down.
Ben Aguilar out wide on the left side. Trips right here.
Yep, 3 receivers out right. Ben Aguilar out left. Up the middle, and Fenton Helm, will he be in? They rule him down at the 1-yard line. Big stop there.
Ooh, I guess that was not an automatic first.
Usually
had that wrong.
pass interference I thought was a first down.
But
I guess they just gave him where the penalty was. That's very confusing here.
that is actually
It's
very
a turnover
confusing.
on downs.
And yep, turnover on downs there.
And the Hilltoppers
Unfortunate they
have
tackled him, Fenton Helm down at the 1-yard line. Very
6 yards
unfortunate
to
break,
go.
and that Dukes defense will take the field. However, the Hilltoppers do have to deal with some very tough field position at the 1-yard line. Hopefully the Dukes can lock them up and force them to punt, or maybe get a safety here. That would be huge.
That would be really nice. It's 14-7 here.
2
Hilltoppers
minutes
on top.
left, 2 minutes, 35 seconds. You know, if we get that ball back as the 4th quarter starts, maybe drive down, chew that clock, and put them away as time expires. Little handoff there, eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Just getting back to the line of scrimmage there, nothing gained.
Well done. It's going to be really tough to get out of there.
That was number
We got a really
33
strong
on the
line
run.
there. We got Tyler Hayes on the
Dylan Black.
defensive tackle area, Hunter Aquino, I believe, up
Yep.
on the nose, and
Tackled by
John
number 40, Jimmy Connors,
Rosetnik,
second
maybe?
Jack
down,
Rosetnik.
9
Jack
yards to
Rosetnik.
Is he out
go.
there?
that
For the
might
Hilltoppers.
not be him.
There's also Caden
on the
Rule,
2-yard
a wide
line.
receiver filling in for Brennan Kennedy at that edge position. And a fumbled snap. Let's see what happens here. And a safety or a touchdown. Safety there for the Dukes. Those Glenbard West Hilltoppers picked it up, but in their own end zone as they fumbled the snap or the handoff. And they fall on it, but the Dukes get them down in that end zone. We will add 2 points to the score, making it 14-9, but a big point there. We will get that ball back. Like I said, maybe chew some clock here into that 4th quarter and put them away.
Yeah, really well done by the defense there. Read that correctly. Got in there. Popped that ball out. Bam.
Yep, really, backed up in their own end zone. Those Dukes really just could have ran commit there, knowing that run was coming, and they just pounced on them. forcing that safety.
Situations like that, you cannot hold the ball long or you will have people on you in a half a second. I mean, it's just like a light.
Yep. And this Duke's punt return team, kick return team coming out. Let's see if we can get some good field position here, set us up for a good drive, and put some more points on that board. 2 minutes left.
Deep for the Dukes, number 11.
Let's see what we can do here.
Number 25.
I believe so. There's this type of kicking thing where the kicking team, the position they're in right now, sometimes they, as soon as they hear the whistle, they'll kick it right off the bat. Watch, this might happen right here unless they jump into form. No. Sometimes interesting to see, but rarely happens.
Yep. Let's see what we can do. We will get some good field position out of this. I can almost guarantee it with them kicking back from their own 20-yard line. And it's just on the ground. Ben Aguilera will pick it up again.
Oh, Jack
Oh,
Birnbaum.
that's Jack Birnbaum, my bad. Oh, and he finds a lot of room. Jack Birnbaum, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown Dukes off of the safety kick return. Jack Birnbaum in that end zone. We'll put him up. Huge return there. Taking almost no time off that clock and getting in that end zone. Great blocking there from the Dukes, setting it up, allowing Jack Birnbaum to get in that end zone.
Great scoop by Jack Birnbaum, finding all the holes, running right up the middle, getting out there, finding that green grass, taking it to the house.
You know, that's exactly what we needed. Some huge change of momentum there. After those Hilltoppers got a stop on that 4th down, we forced a safety, and now a touchdown by Jack Birnbaum, putting us up 1 and hoping Quinlan Hughes can put this PAT through to put us up 2. Snap here, Aiden Link. Quinlan Hughes through the uprights. It's good. Take a 2-point lead here.
Good. Number 15.
16-14 here. Dukes up by 2. 2 timeouts left for the Dukes. 3 timeouts left for the Hilltoppers. Minute 49 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Huge change of momentum there. This York student section is getting pretty hype for their fellow classmates here. A lot of sophomores coming out here supporting the team.
It is going to get rowdy, folks. Real rowdy.
Let's see here if these Dukes can make another stop. Minute left, minute 50 left in the 3rd quarter here. See if we can get another stop. Hope we get that ball back and put this game away. A couple touchdowns here, a couple big stops. Can change this game like that.
One thing I have noticed on the kickoff team for the Hilltoppers here, they have a very tight kickoff team, whereas York is a very spread out kind of area. Wonder what that reason is.
So here Quinlan Hughes running up, boots it down. Pretty good kick there at around the 15-yard line. Got some decent yardage and taken down, wrapped up, brought back at around the 25-yard line.
Taken down by Evan Gaughan.
The return was by number 6, Mason Dunham. Tackle made by number 32, Evan.
Evan Gaughan there on the tackle, making some huge plays, always filling the stat sheet out there with those tackles.
Big man, yeah.
30-yard line.
Very hard to get by at that linebacker position. Hilltoppers taking the field here at the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive. This Dukes defense can hold them once again.
It appears Matthew Gleason is in as a safety for Ben Weedy in the backfield here.
Yeah. Matt Gleason, the holder on those kicks, getting out there at that safe position. A pitch out to the right and wrapped up, taken down again by Evan Gaughan. This guy is unstoppable out there, taking down everybody.
He found the slot, got right in there, and took him down.
Just a short gain of 3 there.
2nd and 7.
Tight position here, no one out wide here, just the tight ends a little bit out wide on the right side.
Let's see what the Hilltoppers are trying to put together here. And it will be a throw and overthrown by a couple yards there, incomplete, bringing up a 3rd and 7. You know, a lefty quarterback out there for the Hilltoppers, not something you see very often.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
Interesting to see there, as we don't see many lefties out here in football. Especially as you get to the higher levels, you will almost never see a lefty quarterback.
I believe my eyes read it wrong. The safety, Ben Weedy, is actually out there.
Yeah, Ben Weedy was in coverage on that first touchdown for the Hilltoppers. that receiver that he was guarding made a nice play out there and brought it in for a touchdown.
There's a flag on the offense here.
Moving them back a couple yards.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You focus on the game.
Let's see if this Duke's defense can make a big stop. And it looks like it will be 2nd and 17, so that flag will bring them back 10 yards, but they will keep it 2nd down. And that number 7 running back looked to be a decent game, but around 7 yards there, but brought back down. 48 Hunter Keno coming out there making the stop. Hunter Keno may not be the biggest guy out there, but you know he's got a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Plays very hard.
Yeah, he really wants it there. You'll see him smack his helmet, pound his chest. He wants it bad.
Yep. Almost more than anybody out there.
Yeah, arguably.
3rd and 11 here, so even worse field position. Drops back to throw, and a high pass broken up over the head of 82, Eddie Sika in coverage. That will bring up 4th and 11.
Yeah,
Jack
great coverage
Birnbaum
there.
already going out there to receive the punt.
29 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter here. 16-14, Duke's up by 2.
Yep, going into this 4th quarter here, only 30 seconds left. Duke's looking to get this ball back and hopefully just chew some clock here. Maybe put another field goal through, maybe another touchdown and seal this game. This would be a massive game here if these sophomore Dukes come away with a win here, putting them at 5-1 after that tough loss last week. Good snap, good high kick, fair catch, signaled by Birnbaum. And it will roll a couple yards forward to the 41-yard line. Pretty good field position there, but they're still in their own territory. See if they can put together a good drive here. 17 seconds left. Let's see what happens here.
Let's see what they can do with this 17 seconds left here in the quarter.
Duke's offense didn't get a whole lot of time in these last couple drives, obviously, as they got that safety and then that kick return by Jack Birnbaum. So they've got some good rest out there. Hopefully they can come back, refreshed, recharged, and put together a drive here. Bruno Massel back, shotgun, hands it off to Jimmy Connors. Smothered out there, but he might fight for a couple yards there. Clock winding down here. Looks like they will just bring it into the 4th quarter here. Yep, they won't get another playoff in this 3rd quarter, and that will wrap up the 3rd quarter, everybody. Thank you for listening in to YSN here. I'm Jack Lonergan.
Shepard Planman. We welcome our buddies Christian Mcquade and
so maybe Connor Choi. I think
Connor Choi out here. All right. Welcome to the 4th quarter.
We'll see you guys then.
Hello, Duke fans. This is Christian Mcquade, and my partner Connor Choi will be joining me in a few minutes. Duke's lead 16-14 after a big momentum swing at the end of the 3rd quarter while we stuffed the Glenbard West Hilltoppers in the end zone as it was a 2nd and 10 in the end zone, and the running back took the carry up the middle. As we forced a fumble, they recovered it in the end zone, and that would be a safety for the Dukes as they grabbed 9. And then, as you know, on a safety, they have to punt the ball back away. So as they punted it away, Birnbaum took it to the house on that. So that was a quick 9-point swing to put the Dukes ahead 16-14. And the Dukes will take over on offense right now. Here's a snap to Massel, and it's a handoff to Jimmy Connors, who's up the middle, and he gets to about 3 or 4. If you didn't know, my partner Connor Choi is here. What do you think about this game so far, Connor?
Yeah, I'm really liking it from both sides here. We've seen 2 good battles from the Hilltoppers and Dukes. Last year, when they were both freshmen, I mean, this was a very lopsided in favor of the Hilltoppers. But this year, we have the Dukes lead in the 4th quarter. And I'm liking what I see from both sides. Good defense, but I'm sure the Dukes would like to get a little bit of a bigger lead as we enter the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and as we know, a big story in this game has been Adam Ube, the former backup quarterback who was splitting snaps with Massel at the beginning of the year, now on the offensive line and ran some routes at tight end. And here's the snap from Massel. And it's a keeper up the middle, and he gets about 4 or 5, and that will be enough for the first. Great play call there by Coach Murphy.
Massel just design run there, the offensive line to create a bubble there, and he's got wide open room to run through and pick up the first down. Back to what you were saying, Christian, I mean, these Dukes, lots of players who are playing out of position. I mean, due to all the injuries, as Shep and Jack have mentioned, Daniel DeMelli punting here for the Dukes as Brennan Kennedy is out with a concussion, and we have Caden Rule, normal wide receiver, starting on the defensive line.
Yeah, very impressive to see them fill in that position. Here's a snap to Connors as he gets about 2 or 3. And one thing I've noted about this game is how fast the momentum has switched back and forth. How quick was that 9-point swing to the Dukes? I mean, safety and then punt return touchdown.
I mean, yeah, that was just 2 big plays. I mean, it was 14-7 in favor of the Hilltoppers, and you have a big safety in the end zone. And then obviously the punt return, a little squibber. Birnbaum picks it up, takes it all the way to the house, and this game has completely changed in favor of the Dukes. And the fans are loving it. Seats really starting to fill up as we grow closer to the varsity game of the highly anticipated number 4 Glenbard West Hilltoppers taking on the number 6 York Dukes.
One thing to note, though. Oh, I'll talk about that later. Here's a snap to Massel to hand off to Connors, and he gets pushed, but he's going to go back as he gets about 3 or 4 there. But one thing to note about tonight, as if you didn't know, next game up, varsity, the number 3 Dukes will take on the number 2 Glenbard West Hilltoppers, ranked very high, both teams, and this should be a good one. They actually brought in a few extra bleachers to watch this one tonight, as we have one big stand out to the left behind the end zone tonight. And this is a big 3rd down here. Here's Birnbaum in motion, and it's going to be nothing. They're just going to look to the sideline as Coach Murphy's changing the play call. Massel's audibling.
Right there, Shep, right there.
And here it is. Oh, and it's a deep ball. Massel's going to hold on to it as he's being smart the ball, and he's getting chased down, but he gets out of the pocket and throws, and it's caught by number 8, Noah Moskell, and that's a big gain. Way to stay smart with the football there, as there is a flag on the play. But what did you think about that?
That's a great play right there by the Dukes. You have Massel holding onto the football, and he's finally has an open receiver, and he throws a dart, gets rid of the ball quickly, right to his open receiver right there, and that's a great play. I was able to talk to assistant coach John Gruchot, and he said, although they didn't have the win, they didn't pull away with the victory they would have liked to last week at LT, his team has looked disciplined in practice, and they have continued to battle in search of this game, and their hard work and dedication really looks to be showing off here in these 4 quarters so far.
Very annoying news, as this play will be coming back, and it will bring up a 3rd and 21. But one thing I've noted is Bruno Massel's intelligence with the football. He always seems to hold on to it until some guy is open. He never forces anything, as I don't think he has thrown a pick this year. And here's a snap to Massel. And he's going to get up the middle, and he's taken down. And that's going to bring up a 4th and a lot. Not very good, but Dukes have the lead with 6 minutes left, only up by 2. And that's going to bring on the punt team. So not too stoked about that one, as I don't know about the play call there, but you know, it is what it is. We'll see if the Dukes can overcome it. And here's Daniel DeMelli to send off the kick for the Dukes. 6 minutes remaining. And here's a snap. Daniel DeMelli launches one, and it's going to be up the sideline. Takes a pretty bad bounce, and it only gets to the 40. That's going to give the Hilltoppers pretty good field positioning. But, Connor, what is the 3 things that have impressed you the most this game?
3 things that have impressed me the most. The defense so far. The defense has been great, and they've looked very sharp. They've given up 14 points, but they have looked sharp. The Hilltoppers marched down the field in their first drive, but the Dukes really held them, and then they scored again. But most of the time, the Dukes have forced a punt, and that has been really good so far. Another thing I like are these substitutions who have to play out of position. They've looked really good. They've looked really sharp. It looks like their dedication in practice has paid off as they look great on the field. And my 3rd biggest thing is the offense just as a whole. I mean, they're all working together to create a good offensive game.
One thing to note about the Hilltoppers is there's a throw, deep ball for the first, and it's incomplete. But one thing to note is that Hilltoppers have switched quarterbacks. Number 7, who's actually been playing running back, and he's been in the backfield all of the second half, threw a large touchdown pass, very big yardage to the Hilltoppers to take the lead 7-0. And it's interesting how they switched it up since halftime, but 7 has done a great job ever since.
Yeah, we're seeing a true switch here.
And here's a snap to 7 as he breaks a tackle, and he's got nothing but green grass ahead of him, and he will get in. Wow. And that's going to bring the Hilltoppers lead up to 4-5 if they hit the extra point, but really disappointing there to see that happen. What do you think about that, Connor?
Yeah, you see they make the switch at quarterback. They put number 7 at the running back position in the backfield. They pitch it to him, and his offensive line and receivers and tight end, they do a great job of blocking and just giving him a bunch of open field, and none of the Duke secondary were even close to catching him. I mean, he was flying down the field as the Hilltoppers now lead 20-16.
And I hate to say it, but it seems to me like the Duke's defense is starting to wear down. We look very tired. Duke's defense has played amazing all game against this amazing Hilltoppers offense. As we know, last year, Hilltoppers won by 30-plus points against the freshman teams, both of them. So Duke's really putting up a great fight tonight. They're really showing how much they've improved since last year.
Buy your tickets at the concession stand or the Spirit Wear shop. Winner need not be present to win.
And there's a timeout taken by the Hilltoppers. Maybe they'll be showing up a play to go for 2 here. That'd be my guess, because they have nothing to lose. If you think about it, if they go for the extra point, it only gets their lead up to 5, and a field goal still wouldn't do anything. A touchdown would take the lead. But if you think about it, if they go for the 2 and it's a touchdown lead, and then they got to count on the extra point from Quinlan Hughes to take the lead for the Dukes. So we'll see what happens here. But, I mean, that was only a 3-possession drive. Didn't take much time off the clock, so not the worst thing that could have happened to the Dukes.
And the Hilltoppers are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Looks like a good play call here from the Hilltoppers, as they are probably aware the starting kicker, Brendan Kennedy, is not available to play in this game. So they're going to be relying on the Duke's offense to drive down the field and the leg of Brendan Kennedy.
And here's the handoff to 7 as he gets it. And man, number 7 has been the big change in this game. He's thrown a touchdown pass, ran in about a 60-yard run into the end zone, and now a 2-point conversion. I mean, he is just making a big impact on this game.
Yeah, and I mean, for this Hilltoppers team, he has definitely been the biggest impact for this team. I mean, their offense looked to be struggling after they scored the initial 7 points. They put him in at running back, and my has it done wonders for this sophomore Hilltoppers team.
Yeah.
The Dukes looking for an offensive drive that'll put them ahead, and they're probably going to be counting on the defense. If there's time left, they're probably going to be counting on the defense to make a stop.
Yeah, I mean, to me, they've been impressive all game. Just looks like everyone's getting tired, but we're really going to need a great offensive possession here. And we got to get in the red zone, and we cannot settle for a field goal.
Yeah, and I mean, it all starts with the special teams. The special teams has been fantastic, not only this game, but all season. I mean, we've seen plenty of touchdown returns off of punts and kickoffs, and big returns off of kickoffs and punts, blocked field goals by the special teams unit. All around, they've just been an excellent unit. They've been one of my favorite things to watch about this team so far. And we'll see if they're going to be able to make a big march down the field here just off the kickoff.
Yeah, and one player in defense that I've been very impressed with is Aiden Belize, as he's made a few big plays. And number 32, Evan Gaughan, both making big impacts for this Dukes team. And he will do the kickoff from 33 for Glenbard West. Dukes are really due for a touchdown here, because the only touchdown they've had this half has been off special teams. And here's the kick. And Benny Aguilera is going to bring it out for the Dukes as he's up the middle, and he gets to the 30. Good field positioning here off a pretty good return. And we'll see what the Dukes can do on offense.
Line drive kick to Aguilera there, and he just runs straight through and gets a nice, decent pickup as the ball's going to be spotted around the 30-yard line. And Christian, back to what you were saying about the defense. Evan Gaughan, the Hilltoppers have done a pretty good job of containing him. I mean, he's had a couple good tackles, but nowhere near the caliber of games we've seen him have in the past. And I think credit to the Hilltoppers, they've contained him very well, but I think that's forced other players to step up without Mondo Martinelli, and that's forced guys like Aiden Belize to step up and make the play.
And here's a snap to Massel as Sika's going to get it, and he is taking down right away. You probably got one or two, but defense was all over that one.
I mean, looking at the linebackers, one of the linebackers, I mean, he saw that right away. As soon as he saw Massel turning to toss it to Eddie Sika, he just starts barreling towards Sika, and that's what caused him to only get a gain of about a yard, maybe 2.
Another big play here. Here's a snap to Massel, and it's a keeper, and he is going to get about 1 or 2 again. I don't know. I feel like they've been running those plays all year, and I feel like once the fourth quarter comes around, the team they're playing always gets used to it. Just like last week against DGN, they were really reading the run after the first 3 quarters. And as the clock hits 5 minutes, Dukes are down by 6. This is a very big possession, a very big play. 3rd and 4, snap to Massel. Massel's going to get out of the pocket. He fires, and he's got a man for the first down. Jack Birnbaum.
Birnbaum, someone that's had to step up this game after Hayden Alexander is out for the season with a broken wrist, and my oh my, he has done a wonderful job stepping into that wide receiver 1 role. Had the punt return touchdown, absolutely electric on special teams, and he's making a big impact at the receiver position as well. You absolutely love to see him running the route perfectly, making the catch, stepping out of bounds to stop the clock as the Dukes pick up the first down.
All right, and this is another big play as the clock is starting to get keep going down and down. There's the snap and the throw to Fenton Helm, who had a lot of room to run, but he still got 6 or 7, but he had a lot of room to run, used the right hole. That was a great play call. As you see, they faked the screen pass to the running back, and they had the tight end. I mean, great play call by Coach Bible there. He was just a little bit short of having a huge hole room to run, but there was a little bit of, you could see the hole opening. And here's a snap to Massel. There's a handoff to Connors, and he gets about 1 or 2.
I mean, back to that last play where they threw the ball to Fenton Helm. I mean, Massel had 2 defenders barreling at him, able to duck a little bit, kind of do a little bit of a turn, fire it right through the hole in between the 2 defenders' arms, get it right to Helm. Helm, who also had 2 defenders right next to him, able to kind of stutter step, turn to his right, and then get an extra 3 yards.
Here's a snap to Massel. He gets it through his legs. Oh my goodness! He caught the ball through his legs, and he just snuck for the first. I mean, that was very impressive, and they're going to move the chains, and that shows Massel's how athletic he is and how he can adjust to tough situations like that.
Yeah, Massel showing off the athleticism there, able to gets a low snap, and he's just able to convert it to a first down.
And here's a snap. Massel, and they're going to throw, and he's got a man, Jack Birnbaum, who gets flipped over on the tackle, but he gets up right away, and that's going to move the chains for the Dukes as this offense has been moving down the field and marching really quick. And they will have 3 minutes and 20 seconds to score. Here's a snap to Massel again. Another handoff to Connors. He's got room to run this time. He's going to get to the 20 and the 15 and about the 12, almost the 10. Big run for Jimmy Connors. As you can see, they went tempo there. What do you think about that?
Connors, I mean, he barrels through, just does not give up. I mean, he broke a couple tackles there, and you see it really worked out to his favor. You see a lot of guys take the easy way out, run out of bounds, or just let themselves get tackled, but Connors kept fighting the whole way.
And here's a keeper from Massel. It's a read option, and he gets about 2 or 3, maybe even 4. And to me, I think the Dukes offense has done a great job on this possession. As you know, they're milking the clock, but they're also moving the ball, and they're in the red zone.
Yeah, the Dukes, they've been doing a great job this drive. I like everything I've seen so far. Clock winding down, the Hilltoppers forced to use another of their timeouts, as the Dukes have got to be feeling good about themselves. I mean, you see Massel, the sideline, shaking his head as he walks into the huddle, very excited about this drive. And I mean, if I'm Bruno, I'd be excited too. I mean, I've loved everything I've seen so far.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you could have played this possession any better than they have. I mean, they moved the ball. I don't think they had a 3rd down this whole possession. If it was, maybe I think they actually did, but it was a really 3rd and short. So not much pressure being put on the Dukes as it's been 3rd downs. But, I mean, the offense has been great to me in this second half. Even though they've only had the ball once or twice, the special teams really saved them. But this drive is really showing how they can handle tough situations.
Yeah, I mean, this offense is very versatile. Lots of different aspects, lots of tricks up their sleeves in terms of scoring. And we're just hoping that they can show off one of those tricks there. There's a 2nd and 5 here for the Dukes, and Massel under center.
Big play. 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Snap to Massel. And he's going to go up the middle, and he's got room to run. He's in for a Dukes touchdown. Bruno Massel really stepping up.
Yeah, you see Massel there, designed to run as he just runs through the middle and runs into the end zone to tie the game up for the Dukes. Bruno Massel the fourth with an electric run as he goes into the sidelines to celebrate with his friends, and Quinlan Hughes comes on to kick the extra point.
And we've seen many Bruno Massel rushing touchdowns this year. That's one of many he has had. And I love how they trust him running the ball, and that opens up their offense so much more when you have a quarterback who can run the ball.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a lethal red zone runner right there, and that is just one of the many examples to prove my point right there.
And here's a snap, hold Gleason, and the kick is good. The Dukes will take the lead. This Glenbard West team is very talented, but the Dukes have hustled more, and they have been more gritty.
Show fired up on the sideline. As soon as that ball went through the uprights, he was pumping his fist and fired up that his Dukes team just took the lead back, and now we need a big defensive stop here as the Hilltoppers are going to retake the field.
The Dukes lead 23-22, 2 minutes 46 seconds left.
And here we go. Quinlan Hughes to kick it off just after drilling the extra point to give the Dukes the lead, as the Hilltoppers are here to receive.
Very rare that you don't see the Dukes marching down the field with the marching band at this time of game. Usually they're here at the start of the fourth quarter, but they are still yet to be seen, the varsity team. As here's number 7, the lethal weapon, who gets to the 30, oh my gosh, he got to the 37. That was a big return, and he has made such a big impact on this game. And if the Dukes want to win, they're gonna really need to learn how to stop him.
Well, 6:39 Chicago time, so we're just short of an hour away from game time, but the stands are already filling up with tons of people. One of the most anticipated varsity games of the year, besides maybe the Marist game. Marist facing off with Loyola Chicago. Marist, my dad's former high school, so very big game for them, as well as the big game for the Dukes as they're facing off against the varsity Hilltoppers. But first, can the Sophomore remain on top and boost their record to 5-1 after the defeat at LT last week? And it all starts with this Dukes defense as the Hilltoppers take the field on offense.
And the Dukes crowd really getting into it, really loud. And here's a snap and another run for 7 as he gets up the sideline, but they bring him down. And to me, this is where the Dukes student section really makes a big impact in the sophomore games.
Yeah, you see number 7 there for the Hilltoppers, Joey Griffin, listed as a quarterback on this roster sheet, but he has been taking plenty of snaps at running back. He's looked absolutely electric. Now you see him lining up as a wide receiver there. So lots of good offensive schemes here for the Hilltoppers, and I mean, you just love to see it.
Yeah, he really reminds me of a great high school player who didn't play that well in college named Tate Martell. He ended up playing receiver at Ohio State for a year, but he stopped after that. But in high school, he was an amazing quarterback. He ran a lot of receiver and running back. Really reminds me of him.
I see a Lynn Bowden Jr. in this kid, quarterback. I believe went to Ohio State. Got electric speed, but the Dukes looking like they've been doing a better job of containing him this drive, and it is all the focus is on the Dukes defense right now as it is 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
Hilltoppers are at midfield. Here's a snap for 10. 10's little pitch to guess who? Number 7 again, Joey Griffin, and he's gonna get the first almost. Maybe 1 yard short. I'm not too stoked about this right now as they are marching down the field. You really do not want to let them get in field goal range.
Yeah, so this is very interesting. It's listed number 10 quarterback Cooper Kinney as a running back wide receiver, and number 7 Joey Griffin as a quarterback. So they've kind of flip-flop positions there for this game. But I mean, Cooper Kinney showing he's got a bit of an arm.
Yeah, this is a really big down here for the Dukes. They really need, it's 2nd and 1, but they gotta keep these guys out of field goal range as that field goal would win the game for them. And Joey Griffin is really just controlling this whole offense. Here's the snap to 10. And he's going to get out of the pocket, and he's looking for his man 7, but he's going to be taken down by number 40, the running back, Jimmy Connors, who also has been playing linebacker, and that's going to completely move them out of field goal range.
And the Dukes are absolutely ecstatic on the sidelines. The huge tackle from Jimmy Connors, and that is going to boost the Dukes' chances greatly, as it's going to be 3rd and long now. Connors threw the quarterback down violently. Connors, a two-sport athlete, was a catcher on the York Dukes baseball team, so he has that experience, good balance, good control, and he's just able to use that great footwork that he possesses as the team's running back, as he just picks the quarterback up, throws him to the ground, and it's going to be a 3rd and 13 here for the Hilltoppers, as they need a huge conversion here if they want any chance of winning this football game.
Yeah, man, and I was saying earlier that if the Dukes wanted to win on defense, they were going to have to be gritty, and one of the guys was going to have to step up. And Jimmy Connors is the man, as he's made a huge run on 3rd and, I think it was 3rd and 7, to get the Dukes into the red zone, and then Massel finished off the drive with a touchdown. And now making a huge play, sacking him, and making it a 3rd and 13 for the Glenbard West Hilltoppers, and making it hard to get in field goal range, as there's a minute left on the clock.
Cooper Kinney under center here. Joey Griffin lining up to his left. We'll see what happens here.
And here's a snap. 10's going to throw a jump ball, but it's going to be way out of bounds, and they're going to get him for a pass interference.
There's a flag, and I believe that's going to be called on number 35.
Oh, no way. It's going to be a holding call. He just sent a holding sign, but maybe it's pass interference. He did the holding call. It's going to be holding on the Dukes. It's against, oh no. Is that going to make it, it's going to make it a 3rd down?
No, I believe that's going to be 1st down.
Really? Hold up a 3.
3, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to make it a 3rd and short.
Was the call holding? Because pass interference is a 15-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty.
Well, it's 3rd and 3, so holding's a 10-yard penalty, so it's going to be a holding call.
It's 3rd
So holding
down,
call.
Duke fans.
Not sure on who, but another 3rd down. This one much closer, as Cooper Kinney in much better field position.
Guess
here.
who? The fullback, and they're going to get the first. Man, there's going to be a minute left. It's 23-22, the 39. They're going tempo now. Clock's just going to keep ticking, and they're going to spike the ball.
Spike the ball, stop the clock, recoup. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I would have ran a no-huddle offense there. The Dukes' defense was obviously disoriented there. They gave up the easy 1st down. The linebackers were out of position, and personally, I would have taken a no-huddle offense there.
One thing that we haven't noted yet is that Glenbard West has no timeouts left. 0 timeouts. That's a huge factor, that they're just going to have to waste downs and spike the ball after they make a play. So this is a big play. Much adversity going on here at Clarence T. East Field. And he's got a man deep, but it's a throw good, and no, it's not. And no flag on the play. Eddie Sika with amazing coverage there. That's going to bring the clock down to 56 seconds left.
No flags there. The wide receiver, number 80, was looking for a flag there. Sika playing clean defense the whole time. He actually got a few yards ahead of Sika, but the ball was just too overthrown by Cooper Kinney for him to become even close to catching that ball. And that is a huge stop here for the Dukes as they brings up a 3rd and 10.
And this is the biggest play of the game right here. And the quarterback is going to throw another pass, and he's got a man. And he is going to get in for a Glenbard West touchdown. Oh, my goodness. What a change of events. And they're going to mark him down 1 yard short, as it looks like the Dukes may have to burn a timeout. Let's see.
The Dukes with 2 timeouts left, but if I'm the Hilltoppers, I'm running the clock down, and I'm going to kick the chip in. What a heartbreak. Dukes looked like they had good coverage, but he had the open man, and he just had room to run as soon as he made that reception.
Very questionable. The Dukes had not used a timeout yet. Oh, my goodness. The clock is just ticking down and no timeout. But maybe it's a good strategy. We'll see. They might even just... And is a handoff, and the man is in. Guess who? Number 7, Joey Griffin. Completely changed the game in his own hands.
Joey Griffin, this Hilltoppers impact player, and again scores another touchdown for the Hilltoppers as they're going to go up 28-23 as they're going to come on to kick the extra point. absolute heartbreak here at Clarence D. East Field for these Duke fans. 17 seconds left. There is still a possibility. Duke's looking antsy on the sidelines, but it is not looking good.
Man, it really looked like the Dukes had that game, man. They were up by 1, you know, they were celebrating, everyone was electric, but it sounds to me like they left too much time on the clock, and it came down to a 4th down play. And looks like the Hilltoppers will be going for 2 here. I am not sure why Bible did not waste a timeout as the clock was ticking down. A little questionable to me.
No, I don't disagree with that play there, as that's going to be a flag. I believe it's a delay of game there for the Hilltoppers. I don't necessarily disagree with the fact that they misused the timeout. That offense looked a little bit disoriented, but I just think there was a little bit too much time left on the play clock as they were quickly moving down the field as soon as the reception was made. I just believe Bible thought there was a little bit less time there on the play clock. I don't necessarily think it was a misuse of clock management.
And talk about changing of events as the Dukes were back on top after the punt return touchdown and the safety, and then they actually got a touchdown to extend their lead even bigger. Than Glenbard West fired back, and now on a 4th and about 7, they score on a big play, which is a little disappointing. But you know, there's time left. We have 2 timeouts. We'll see what the Dukes can do. And the 2-point conversion is going to be no good, not even close.
Not even close now, as the Hilltoppers are to kick off to none other than Jack Birnbaum, number 13. Remember, Birnbaum had the punt return touchdown. And for those of you who are just joining in, it is 28-23. The Hilltoppers just scored the touchdown. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Dukes are down. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have been here with us in this YSM broadcast, do not go anywhere, as the varsity field outside of your community high school, they are warming up to take on the Glenbard West Hilltoppers, and it is a highly anticipated matchup here. Some are calling it the game of the year. This high school has had to add 2 extra sections here, a couple of extra sets of bleachers here for the students, and this game is going to be a fun one. But there are still 17 seconds left to go in this sophomore game, and the Hilltoppers are looking to shut the door on the Dukes. The Dukes are looking to make something happen, need a touchdown to win. 17 seconds left on the clock. I'm guessing a squib kick here.
Yeah, stay tuned for the varsity game. We're going to have a great 2 guys calling the game. Shout out to the camera crew. They've been doing a great job during the sophomore game, and they'll be doing it during the varsity game. As Aguilera will take it to the 32.
Number 11 on the
All right, and there'll be about 12 seconds left for the Dukes to work with. 2 timeouts. And to me, with the 2 timeouts, you got about 3 or 4 quick plays at most, if they get out of bounds.
I'm saying 4 quick plays. The wide receivers need to be lined up on each sideline, need to be able to quickly step out of bounds, as these Dukes are hopeful that they can pull up an impossible victory as they're down 5, 28-23. Dukes on a 1-game losing streak after the heartbreaking defeat at LT, as they are hoping to avoid that at home against the Hilltoppers. Massel under center.
Here's a snap to Massel, and he's going to fire for Moscow. He gets about 6 or 7. Might have gotten the first time. I didn't get quite a great angle there, but that takes off 4 seconds off the clock. As I said earlier, they're really going to have to make a bunch of quick plays and eventually get closer and take a shot for the end zone.
10 yards on the play.
Yeah, that's a 10-yard pickup there. Quick, short pass there to Noah Moscow. Moscow, good build. That's a very pretty tall, pretty strong kid. As Massel's under center here. Massel looking to his right, and he's just going to fire a shot to Birnbaum. They're going to call it a catch. 4 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and to me, this is the last play of the game here. This is it. They took 4 seconds off the clock on both of those plays, which is a little questionable to me because I felt a lot less than 4 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Christian, my question to you here is, are they going to run just a Hail Mary, or are you going to run a kind of Miracle in Miami type of situation here against the New England Patriots?
And here it is, biggest play of the game. And it's a flea flicker to the backup, Adam Yu, who makes a great throw to Noah Moscow, but that's going to end the game. As I do like the play call there, but that's going to end the game.
Good play call. Moscow a little bit out, too far to the right, as that is another heartbreaking defeat as the Hilltoppers are celebrating on top of the Dukes logo. Unfortunately, Christian, the Dukes were not able to come away with the victory, as the players are going to be shaking hands. The Dukes did their best. Unfortunately, was not enough, as they will be back next Friday away.
I mean, to me, since last year, it really shows how much the Dukes have improved. As we know, last year, both A and B team both got blown out by the Glenbard West Hilltoppers, and showing a lot of improvement. Having the lead late and just lost on a 4th and long that, you know, to me, the better team was just the Hilltoppers the whole game. I mean, the momentum shifted back and forth, but at the end of the game, Hilltoppers really showed that they can deliver in tough situations.
Yeah, and the Hilltoppers, the Dukes had the momentum for a little bit, but the Hilltoppers were able to quickly get it back and just keep it for the rest of the game. Dukes very rattled up, not doing them any favors at all, as unfortunately the final score is going to be 28-23. Thank you for those who have come and watched this presentation on YSN of York Sophomore football. Do not go anywhere. Shortly, the stream will be posted for the varsity football game as your York Dukes, Matt Veza under center, taking on the Glenbard West Hilltoppers. I believe it's 2-3 in our conference. As Josh, Melvin, and Gavin Connolly will be on shortly. I'm Connor Choi with my partner Christian Mcquade, and that is going to conclude our stream for YSN Sophomore football.
Stay tuned.